everyone, I'm going to react to Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, episode 21. And last episode, the father paid Edward a visit and just made Edward sort of go back and dig the grave of his supposed mother, which turned out to be not the mother. And then it's like, now I know I can get Al's body back. And what else? He called. The master told her that, what she transmuted was not her baby, and she figured it out. And then she thanked Edward because she was feeling guilty about killing her baby the second time around. And yeah, then that's basically what happened. So before we get into this episode, if you guys like my reaction, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and please consider supporting my Patreon at patreon.com/FreeMini. And now let's start this episode. And here we go. Back at home. He's alive. Who cares? So Lost is actually dead? Use him for what? Open way. Why did they blur out his face? Advance of the Fool. Who's the Fool? The Führer. He is one of them. How can you know? How do I know that if envy is not among one of them? Oh, shit. I'm so sorry. At least you're alive. Who the heck are you? Huh. Mm-hmm. Oh, I didn't think we were gonna get hear from him again. Automatically. But then him and the Lost came face to face. Is he still alive? What is it? Oh. Oh. So that's why. So did Roy also open the gate? Is it really him? Or is this all a plan from Bradley? What other proof do you need? They'll come and save you? And be strong. What the heck do you always come from? Yeah, I don't fully trust you. Can I truly trust him? Listen, so Doctor's dead. For a second, I thought it was Bradley. I don't care. Where you going? Roy better make it through all this, all the way up to the end. Is he trying to lure Scar out? Into what the I can't know. exactly because of that. Is he coming? Is he coming? Because it was raining. There was water. Yep. This is so cool. Okay. He's trying to confuse them. Does he know where they are? Well, he should know, right? What did he do? Who was that? One from? Olivia. He's revealing himself as a homunculus. Oh. The way Bradley just like, oh, so you can sense us or something or other? And I'm like, so you just revealing yourself as a homunculi to Ranfan and Ling Yao? And then he just like, up to her and is about to like kill her. I'm like, yo, why is there so much killing in this anime, man? Like, I really hope that she's not gonna die. Oh my gosh. And then the saddest episode, when I saw that Lieutenant Havoc was alive, I was so happy. And then it turns out that he's paralyzed. I'm like, that sucks. But I still prefer him being alive. And then it seems like he was resigning himself to being like that. But then one other, I don't know his name, he mentioned to Roy the fact that the boys knew of Dr. Marco. I'm like, that's the doctor that we haven't heard his name, like, it's been a while. And then when Roy gave him permission to go look for this doctor, and I'm like, then I remember that the last scene I think that we saw of him was him going into his house and Luz like sitting down somewhere there. So I'm like, clearly something happens to them. They didn't actually say that he was dead. They said that he might have been sort of like kidnapped by the homunculus. Okay, so singular is homunculus, right? And plural is homunculi, I think. I've been saying homunculuses for however many episodes. So yeah, it seems like he's not actually dead and that they have him somewhere, I guess. So maybe there's still a chance that they can get to him and get him to help Havoc, and so that he can, walk properly and help with everything. And the fact that Roy was taking it so hard and he was also taking it so hard, and then he's like that confrontation between them two, Havoc and Roy, and then him telling Roy to leave him behind. That didn't he say that he was gonna go after the people that killed Hughes, just leave me behind and stuff like that. And then when Roy said, okay, I'll leave you behind, he was so crushed by that. But then he's like, okay, I'm gonna leave you behind, but do your best to try to catch up or something or other. So he didn't actually like give up on him. And I love that scene, especially when Riza was like, I like give up on my life sort of, and he didn't leave me behind, so he's not going anywhere with you. I just love Roy so much, man. He's so cool. And then it seems like Rolas is actually dead, because Envy and the other was like, Envy was asking Wrath, like, why didn't you kill Roy for killing Lust and everything? So if he's upset like that, then that means Lust is dead, right? And I'm like, yay! If she is, then so glad. But then if you're Bradley is like, he has something in mind when it comes to him, that the father gave him Roy to look after or something, and that they were gonna use him to open something. And there's somewhere in the episode, Ed and Al, they were talking about the fact that they were saying that they were like important sacrifices, and I think it was Edward that mentioned the fact that they can open the gate. I feel like if you went into the truth world or something or other, then you like an important sacrifice. But then if that is the case, if that's what makes you an important sacrifice, then that means that Roy also went to the truth world. And if you actually went to the truth world, that means you did something like taboo, right? But I don't think we've seen, there hasn't been any indication of Roy having committed any taboo, so I don't know. I don't know what Bradley wants with Roy, so there's that. Fine. Now Ed came up with a plan because Scar is now back and killing people. So Ed is like, he's like showing him his alchemy like in front of people to try to lure Scar out. And he's like, since the homunculi want me and you, then if they see that I'm in danger, then they're gonna come and try to sort of save, me, I guess. It was just a way for them to lure them out, and they did. Because when he said that, and Alphonse was like, don't you remember what happened last time? And that's when Lilia was like, okay, we're gonna back you up. I wanna believe in Liao, but something is holding him back. I feel like he's hiding something, so I'm not completely trusting him. But either way, they were backing them up, and that's when Bradley that. So they're in danger over there, and there was this conversation that Ed and Al were having about. Al was worried about his body getting decomposed while it's in the truth world thing on the other side of the gate. Yeah, so the gate, I feel like the gate that they're trying to open is like the gate to the truth world, which I'm just trying to think of what the father wants with that. But yeah, he's like, what if my body is getting decomposed or something? And then Edward said something about maybe him and Alf's body like came in contact or sort of merged for a little bit or something, fused together for a little bit or something or other. I don't totally get it. And then Alphonse was like, oh, maybe that's why my brother's sleeping so much, because he's sleeping for the both of us. I don't know, I found that kind of cute. And if that was true, I mean, I don't know. I love that. The idea of the fact that Edward's sleeping that much is because he's sort of like, it's sort of like him and Alphonse sleeping. He's taking on Alphonse's sleep or something. I don't know. I just love that thing. Let me see. They figured out that based on, they did some kind of calculation and whatever, and they're like, the Fuhrer's residence is like smack dab in the middle of it. So they're like, okay, so he must be sort of connected to the homunculi. They don't actually know that he's a homunculi, which is why when he sort of like revealed himself to Ling Yao and the other Ron Fan, I'm like, I don't know why you would do that. And then the coroner that did the sort of like the autopsy on the burnt body of Lieutenant Ross in that episode where she supposedly died, and he's like, it's really Lieutenant Ross, and they're like, he was only able to do that because of a tooth that was left in there. And then they went back to the flashback to how Roy came up with the plan, and when they did that, they didn't actually show Roy implanting a tooth in the fake body. So I'm like, that was a discrepancy for me that I didn't actually get. So the fact that the coroner here said that he knew that it was a fake body, and he just sort of like said that it was Lieutenant Ross because he knows that Roy had a plan. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. So he probably he lied when he said that there was a tooth there, and that's why he was able to identify the remains as Lieutenant Ross when there was actually no tooth thing involved. So I'm glad that they sort of like addressed that in this scene. Yeah. Let me scroll through really quickly. See. Major Armstrong is back, and his subordinate that used to work closely with Ross is like, how did your thing go? But because he can't actually reveal to him that Lieutenant Ross is alive, he didn't like say anything. When Ed and the others were fighting, and Ed and Scar, they were fighting, and then Alphonse was like, Roy was asking Alphonse that what if the police killed Scar before the homunculi arrived, like what would you do then? And then he's like, we counted on you to help us with that. And the way he was helping was that he was calling in and reporting seeing Scar like in different places so that the police won't know where to go. They will have conflicting reports so that they don't sort of like interfere with the fight between Ed and Scar. I love seeing like both of them together, and then now do that. I don't know, I just found that kind of cool, man. It's really cool. And yeah, that's basically what happened. I hope that Ronfan is not gonna die. I don't think Ling Yao is gonna die. Like, he might die in the future, but I don't think he's dying in the next episode. But I don't know about Ronfan, because I feel like she could die, and it wouldn't really, it will matter to Ling Yao, and I was about to say it won't matter to me, but like, I still don't want to see her die, man. Yeah, I still don't want to see her die. So thank you guys for watching, and if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe, and if you want to see the next episode right now, you can do so by checking out my Patreon at patreon.com/FullMetalAlchemist. And now I'll see you next time. Bye.